Hey Taurus, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we're going to do your general love read for the second week of July. Now keep in mind these are general readings, which means they cannot possibly apply to every single person that's watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all of the information will be in the description box below. In case you're new to the channel, welcome, come on in. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. So for all of the new viewers, I am an intuitive tarot card reader, which means I read the traditional sense of the card, but more than anything, I'm always going to give you guys the messages I pick up intuitively. I charge both of my decks on top of crystal organite pucks. In doing so, it charges, balances, and aligns the energy for our reading, and then I meditate over the collective energy. So again, this reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals, and as always, I hope everyone's doing well. So when I was meditating over you guys' energy, the song that I heard was I Just Can't Stop Loving You by Michael Jackson. I will leave the link to the song in the description box below so you can listen to it following the reading. It's interesting because this is the second Michael Jackson song that I heard today. Some of you guys may have just recently been listening to some of his songs. And then also, I'm not sure. I didn't check because I'm just sitting here now just channeling messages. He may have passed around this time. I'm not sure when he passed, but something's going on with that. Usually whenever I channel multiple, the same artist, multiple songs back to back, it's something that's going to happen in the media that person is going to be mentioned, something to that nature. So let's see. The messages that I picked up, especially this is your main deck, I kept picking up an energy that, first of all, in both of the decks, I kept getting the Devil card. So some of you guys could have been dealing with a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individual. Also, I feel like you have been through multiple karmic cycles, heavy karmic cycles with someone, and you decided to cut ties with this individual. And I feel like now that you've kept your distance from this individual, because I did see the World card in reverse, now that you decided to keep your distance from this person, I feel like this person is like gravely mourning you. Like literally, that's the word that I'm hearing. Like they're mourning your absence. And it's they're definitely going to try to come back in. Again, I say this always, if you don't want this person back in your life, that's fine. But that doesn't stop them from wanting to come back in. Again, and we are still in Mercury retrograde. So, that's going to be a cycle for the next couple of weeks, okay? So let's see what we get for you guys today. As always, I'm going to part the deck, change the card at the bottom. And as always, both of the decks are completely upright. So at the bottom of your main energy deck, this person, and this is a happy card, this is a positive card, the Ace of Cups, right? Some of you guys could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual. This is a positive card, especially when it comes to love, but this also always gives me a vibration of like an overflow of tears for both the happy and the negative. And I feel like this person that you were dealing with in the past, and this could be you also, you would just switch the scenario or switch the positions, but I really feel like this person has been losing sleep and they've been crying, like restless about you. And if you don't feel like your person, because a lot of women say, well, he would never cry. If you don't feel like this person has been crying over you, I feel like many a nights they could just be super emotional thinking about you. Man, woman, doesn't matter the situation. This person is super emotional about you. Like their cup runneth over. Also, I always hear that, like their cup runneth over, like you were everything. They're realizing now in the separation that you were everything that they wanted in a partner, and they really messed it up. I feel like this person really messed things up with you guys. They were like literally just being horrible. Oh yeah, so let's see. Let's part the deck so we can get additional messages. Yeah. Ace of Wands. This person wants a new start with you. So some of you guys, it could be a Leo, Sag, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. They want a fresh start with you. They're definitely going to come in, try to communicate with you. First of all, they're definitely going to come in for sure because you got this horse. You have this knight. This person's coming in because they want to communicate with you. The Knight of Swords is possibly next to that. The Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands are the quickest and fastest moving knights and the hastiest in the deck of tarot. This person's going to come in with some communication that you're not going to be expecting. And I know that's the case because you got the Knight of Swords right here and then you got the Eight of Wands. Again, some of you guys could definitely be dealing with a Leo, Sag, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus because these wands are coming straight from this fire sign. And for others, it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But more than anything, with these two energies poking out, you definitely have somebody coming in wanting to tell you how badly they feel. And I feel like this person was guarded with their emotions with you in the past because he's head to toe in armor. But also, I feel like this person feels like it's going to be a battle when they come back towards you. Like they're really going to have to fight their way back into your heart. I always say with the cards, if the sword is up there, yes, sword's down. No, definitely. Look at that sword going up in the air. Look at these wands flying in the air. You definitely have somebody who's coming in with some communication. I see something peeking out. Yep. This person realized now. Now they're looking at you for the queen that you are, king or queen that you are. This is the card of Taurus. Also for me, Aries and Libra, most definitely. This person realizes that they messed up with you. And now they see you as the king or queen that they know that you are. Or that they should have been treating you as if you were. And I always say, whenever you see the Empress, the Emperor is never too far behind, vice versa. So this person, I feel like when they come in, they're going to tell you like they want something long term with you. And they want to try again. Even if you have a history with them and you were engaged to them or married to them, they want to secure this situation with you. At the bottom of your clarifying deck, yeah, they want healing and wish fulfillment. They're going to come in talking to you and telling you that they want to heal whatever situations you guys had in the past. And remember with the Knight of Swords, I said some of you guys are dealing with an air sign. This is the card of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Major Arcana. This person, that's why I said, if you feel like your person won't shed tears and cry, I feel like this person possibly would. Whatever they need to do to get you back, because this person wants you back. They definitely want healing. I also feel like for some of them, they've been doing some work on themselves. That's parted. Again, what did I say? They're coming in. They are coming in to you. You got the Chariot again, Major Arcana. And remember, we seen the Ace of Cups at the very beginning. So some of you guys could be dealing with a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual. You guys have all these cards with these, movement. Anything with a device of movement. Chariot, horse. You get the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this person is coming back in. This person is coming back in. They were being patient with the Temperance card. For some of you guys, it could be a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual. They were being patient, but I feel like they can no longer be patient. They were trying to wait it out and see what was going to be their best option and how to approach you. But I don't feel like they can wait any longer. Strong water sign energy. The Chariot is Cancer. And then this is the card of Sagittarius, but we still have that watery element there. You have to pay attention to everything in the cards. So you guys definitely have somebody coming in. And keep in mind, both of these are Major Arcana, which is major shifts, major changes, and changes that are supported by the universe. So let's see what we have here for our Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individuals. As we part the deck again, wow. And look how I parted it. I parted it towards the back. You have, again, that was peeking out in the pre-shuffle, the Eight of Wands. Yeah, this person's going to come back. And you see how the Eight of Wands is facing the direction, shooting the arrows in the direction, the wands in the direction of the Ace of Cups. Yeah, they're going to come back and they're going to tell you that they love you. And they are not feeling this distance between the two of you all. You could be feeling this way also, but I strongly feel like it's them. Look at that. So I'm going to say, for some of you guys, they're going to come back during Leo season, and I feel like you're going to turn them down. Leo season is literally, what is it, July 21st, 23rd? Something like that. I can't remember the exact date, but I feel a strong energy of Leo season. They're going to come in, and you're not going to accept it for a great deal of you all. The Sun card is the most positive and happiest card in the whole deck of tarot. It's illuminate. Okay, so I'm picking up a message with this also. If you were dealing with someone who was a drinker, they're going to come back and tell you that they've healed. Sun, again, the Sun card is healing. They're going to tell you that, I've healed, I've stopped drinking. Look at how big this cup is. You're going to find out that they're lying. For some of you guys, I feel like this person is definitely going to come back and say that, especially if they were alcoholic, drinking a lot. I feel like with the Sun in reverse, this person may have been dealing with some depression and they turned to drinking, right? And for others, like I said, they're going to come in during Leo season and you're going to reject them. Oh, one card flipped out. Yep. You guys are definitely dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries, for a great deal of you all. So let's get two cards. Ooh, look at that. Wow. As soon as I parted again the shuffle, again, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Some of you guys were dealing with a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, but also I'm going to tell you, okay, remember I was saying somebody could have been drinking a lot, because I really do pick that up also, and also that this person wasn't very emotional. I feel like for a great deal of y'all, especially if you're dealing with Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual, this person has changed some of their ways. I will say that because you have the devil in reverse. The devil is about the ego. The devil is about being selfish, rude, inconsiderate. And it's coming right next to the most positive card in the whole deck of tarot, upright this time. And again, both of these are major arcana. So this person has shifted their perspective in a major way. And they've done a great deal of healing for a great deal of you all. Especially if you're dealing with Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual. Especially if you're dealing with those two. Yeah. This person was indecisive about how to treat you. I feel like they treated you pretty bad in the past. Yeah. They were a liar, sneaky. Look at this. You have the Moon card, major arcana. And then you have the Two of Swords with this moon energy behind it. The moon is always about things unknown, things unseen, things we don't have clarity about. Clear as day. Look at her. She's blindfolded. She's guarded. She doesn't want to see the truth of the situation. But she knows it. She can feel it. Because the moon is always about your intuition and your emotions. Like you could feel that something is wrong. You just don't want to see it. So for a lot of you guys, and going back to this fluid, this watery energy and this water behind her, again, for a lot of you guys, if you were dealing with someone in the past who was doing a lot of drinking, you felt like they were drinking too much and they were going too far, but you didn't want to see it. But when you did, you decided to cut this person off. And that's a very specific message, but I am picking it up for someone. And also for some of you guys right now, that could be the case and you're not seeing. Look at this. Yeah, a lot of watery energy. Again, some of you guys could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. But also, I'm telling you, somebody is like, yeah, somebody was doing some drinking and they were trying to hide it with the moon card. And also this, now as I'm looking at this card, is making me think about the Michael Jackson song that I heard again, I Just Can't Stop Loving You. Like this person, at first with the sun upright that we just seen, things unseen, things unknown, things we don't have clarity about, they didn't see you for who you truly were. And now it's coming up in reverse because now they get it. Now they understand that they weren't giving you love. And now they get it. They get it now. They feel it now. So, 2 cards. Yeah, they get it now. Upright. And they're coming towards you. Especially if you're dealing with a water sign. This person's coming towards you. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. They want to be like this knight in shining armor now. Now they're going to be emotionally available. Especially when they're being expressing how they feel. I feel like this person is going to talk to you in a way that they didn't before in the past. And even if you don't see this person as being that way, I feel like, you know, once you lose someone, Tower card, once you lose a person that you truly love and you realize that you lost a good person, you're gonna change how you approach them. You're going to change how you deal with things. The Tower card, Aries, also Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Bottom of the deck here, a lot of you guys decided to pull back and take care of yourself. I always tell you guys, sword up yes, sword down no. So with the sword down, that's communication, also the mental. You shut down, try to push this person out of your mind. And then also you shut down communication with the swords in, you know, in a downward position. So for a great deal of you all, you are not communicating with this person. There was definitely a major shakeup in a relationship with the Tower. And you know, the Tower is always about things that are unexpected. And I feel like I said earlier, this person did you really dirty. And you may have lived with this individual. You definitely put this individual out. Or they put you out. Nonetheless, this is major arcana. So this happened in a major, major, major way. And it was definitely unexpected. Look. Yeah. Ooh, okay. So look. So for your possible outcome, you had a 5 of Cups. This person is really, really mourning. This person is in mourning. They're mourning this separation between the two of you all. What came up right up under it. Now after this breakup, this major epiphany, because this is also like an epiphany, now they're realizing that they really love you. And they've messed up quite poorly. For a lot of you guys, it's definitely a water sign. Because like I said, with the Tower card, that's Scorpio. And then you also have Aries. And then you have this right here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This person really realizes that they messed up pretty bad. And both of the cards are completely upright. 5 is always about, yeah, because with the Tower card, like I said, that's something that you don't expect, changes that you don't expect. And 5s are always about change. So it was a massive change. Like this could have happened very recently. This could have happened 5 days, 5 weeks, or 5 months ago, this separation. Let's hold the deck down to get additional messages. Yeah, but there's going to be a change. There's a new cycle. And remember I was saying earlier with the devil, when I kept seeing in a pre-shuffle, the devil card, I feel like these was major karmic cycles between the two of you all. Like, you know, you back and forth, break up, make up, break up, make up. There's a new cycle coming in for a lot of you all with the World card. Also, the World card denotes and talks about a distance. So you two could be at a physical distance with each other. Also, definitely an emotional distance. There's definitely an emotional distance between you and this past love interest. So let's part the deck. More Leo energy. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. I'm going to tell you, see how both of their heads are turned away from each other? If you are dealing with someone with Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, I feel like, you know, the cycle with them is that it's completely over. You both are moving in different directions. And even if you aren't dealing with someone with Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, I feel like during Leo's season, it's going to be a certainty that this cycle is going to end. Because this was major. This wasn't something small at all. This is major, this breakup. Oh, just seen the Empress card. Wow, again, we seen the moon. Yep, we seen the moon in the last deck, and now we're seeing it in this one. There was a lot of things hidden about this Leo individual, Leo, Sun, rising Venus. And then also I feel like whatever was hidden during Leo's season is going to be exposed also. If you were still questioning some things about this past person, I feel like it's going to be exposed during Leo's season. Yep. It's going to be exposed during Leo season. Moon card reverse. No longer hidden, no longer unseen, no longer having a lack of clarity about something. Because something is going to be exposed with the King of Swords. Sword up, yes. Sword down, no. It's up. Something's going to be exposed. Something, some truth and clarity is going to be exposed. Somebody's going to tell you something. And you're no longer going to be in the dark about this situation with this individual. Interesting. Okay. And so what I feel like, going back to the song, I Just Can't Stop Loving You, what I feel like was that this person was not communication. They were not telling you how they felt. They were hiding their feelings towards you. I feel like during Leo season, they're going to tell you. Leo season is going to be major for a lot of people because, first of all, Leo energy is very passionate, vibrant, lively. Just as I say passionate at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. I feel like this person is going to finally come out and tell you how they feel. I don't feel like they're going to be able to, they're not going to be able to hold it back anymore. You guys see how I wanted to pop out, but it didn't. I don't pull cards. Whatever pops out, that's what I take. Ooh, you guys got jumping cards. So there we go. So let's get a clarifier for the Tower card, Two of Cups. Yeah, this person was guarded, but they had hella feelings for you. I know that because right behind them, there's literally a body of water, a massive body of water. This person has feelings for you, but they weren't communicating with the Two of Swords. They were guarded. And that's what led to this Tower moment because, you know, I feel like a lot of you all were putting so much of yourself into this situation emotionally, but you felt like you were not getting it back in response. And I feel like there was, with the Tower card, I feel like especially if it was just not a cheating scenario, because I'm not picking it up so far, but if it wasn't a cheating scenario, some of you guys just literally got fed up to literally your top blue. Because if you look at this, look, it's a tornado coming through the top of this building. Like some of you guys like were living. You just went off like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. I can't be in a relationship that makes me feel emotionally unfulfilled. You guys were dealing with someone who was very guarded. Clear as day. Ooh, bottom of the deck. So I'm going to tell you also, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus energy. A lot of you guys were definitely dealing with a air sign. And then also if you weren't dealing with an air sign, I feel like during Gemini season, I'm picking up, you could have separated from this person. There's a 3 energy. And what is this? July, June, yeah. During Gemini season. Going back almost 3 months. Yep. During Gemini season, some of you guys could have broke up with this individual. Or, you know, you just had enough. Because I'm hearing that someone had enough. Because look at how it looks like, almost like doomsday. And somebody was really just holding it in for a long time. But they couldn't do it anymore. Enough was enough. And a lot of you guys knew it was time to leave with the High Priestess. And it's coming up right there. Our reversals in this deck. Some of you guys knew that it was time to move on. But you held on because you felt like, yeah. You see how she's blindfolded? You held on because you felt like, okay, this person is going to eventually come out and express how they feel. But they were just very guarded. Ooh, I didn't even get to look at that. I didn't even get to shuffle. Absolutely. 8 of Cups, yeah. You have the 5 of Cups being clarified by the 8 of Cups. So for some of you guys, if you were dealing with water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual, they could have chose to walk away from you. Also, you could have chose to walk away from them during Cancer season, which we are currently in. And it could have been very close to this full moon we just had. We just had a full moon on the 5th of July. Some of you guys could have, ooh, yes, okay. So during that full moon, July 5th, 5 of Cups, yeah. Either on the full moon or a couple days after the full moon, some of you guys walked away from this individual. Most definitely. July 5th was the full moon. You got this moon, full moon energy at that right here. And we are currently in Cancer season, Cups. Some of you guys walked away from an individual during Cancer season, specifically after this recent full moon we had. And I feel like, you know, this person, they're dealing with a great deal of sorrow because they think about you a lot, night and day. And I know they think about you because if you see right here, he has 2 cups right over the head. thinking about you two as a couple and how you were in the past. And they're dealing with a great deal of sorrow. Look how heavy this card is. Like I said, it's the energy of mourning. It almost looks like somebody who's decaying, and you know, it's a heavy energy. But this was their own doing. Their guardedness, this was their own doing. They were guarded, they were defensive. Also with this moon energy right here, even though this is, you know, cups, you know, this person was holding secrets, you know, could have possibly been third party for some of you guys, because look at that. You got 3 cups down here, and then right at the top of these 5, you have 3 cups. So, and you see how he's walking away from this individual, and the 3 cups is right here. So some of you guys, the secret was you found out about a third party situation. This person is sad that they got caught. Nonetheless, they're thinking about you, and they don't know how to get you back, because they want you back, I can tell you that. But I feel like for a lot of you all, that's not happening. Not at all. Okay? So Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus individuals, as always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, take care. Bye.